The question is 2 plus 7 plus 12 plus and so on plus 5n minus 3 equals to n into 5n minus 1 divided by 2. So in this question already nth term is given, so no need to find the nth term again. So let us move to our step now. The first step is substituting 1 in the place of n. First, s of 1 equals to sum of the first term. Here first term is 2, so sum of the first term is 2. Now substituting 1 in the place of n in the given formula. The formula is n into 5n minus 1 whole divided by 2. If n equals to 1, substitute 1 in the place of n. So we get 1 into 5 into 1 minus 1 whole divided by 2. 1 as it is into 5 ones are 5 minus 1 whole divided by 2, which is equals to 1 into 5 minus 1 4 divided by 2. If you do cancellation, 2 ones are 2 twos are, so we remains with 2. Now if we observe these two answers, here when we substituted n equals to 1, we got the answer 2, and s of 1 also answer 2 only. So that we can conclude this statement is true for n equals to 1. The statement or formula. The statement is true for n equals to 1. Okay, now second step. Assume that the statement is true for n equals to k. Simply in the given question, wherever we have n, in the place of n we need to substitute k. So the question is 2 plus 7 plus 12 and so on plus 5n minus 3 is there. So here in the place of n we need to substitute k. So we get 2 plus 7 plus and so on plus we have 5n minus 3. So in the place of n substituting k, 5k minus 3, which is equals to same right side also. Here we right side we have n into 5n minus 1 divided by 2. So in the place of n substituting k, k into 5k minus 1 divided by 2. This is the second step. Now by using this second step only we will solve the third step. Third step, we like to show that the formula or statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. That is to show that now in the given formula wherever we have n, in the place of n we need to substitute n plus 1. Once let us check the formula. N into 5n minus 1 divided by 2. N into 5n minus 1 divided by 2. So here now in the place of n we need to substitute k plus 1. So k plus 1 into 5 into in the place of n k plus 1 minus 1 as it is whole divided by 2. So now I don't have any work with this. Okay, let us simplify this now. It's equals to k plus 1 as it is into 5 into k, 5k plus 5 ones are 5 minus 1 whole divided by 2. K plus 1 into 5k plus 5 minus 1 4 whole divided by 2. So this is what exactly we need to show in the answer. I'll highlight this. Okay, now let us move back to the second step once. In the second step we have this all 2 plus 7 plus and so on plus 5k minus 3. Write that as it is here. 2 plus 7 plus 12 plus and so on plus 5k minus 3. Now we need to write the next term in this. Okay, let us observe. From 2 to 7, from 7 to 12, what is the difference? It is 5. So here also for 5k minus 3, I need to add 5. So we get 5k minus 3 plus 5. Now from the second step, if we observe the second step clearly again, 2 plus 7 plus and so on plus 5k minus 3, this total value is k into 5k minus 1 by 2. So this total value is nothing but k into 5k minus 1 divided by 2 plus this one I'll write as it is, 5k minus 3 plus 5, it is plus 2. Okay, now here 5k plus 2 doesn't have any denominator, so I will write it that as by 1. Now let us do cross multiplication. Both the denominators are different, so multiply both the denominators. 2 ones are 2. 1 into anything the same, so k into 5k minus 1 plus 2 into 5k plus 2. Here 5k plus 2 having two terms, so that's the reason I am keeping bracket again. 2 into 5k plus 2. Okay, now let us open this. K into 5k, 5k square, k into minus 1 minus k, plus 2 into 5k, 10k, plus 2 into plus 2 plus 4 whole divided by 2. Okay, now let us simplify still further. 5k square as it is, minus k plus 10k plus 9k plus 4 whole divided by 2. So now splitting the middle term into two terms, 5k square as it is plus 9k can be written as 5k plus 4k plus 4 whole divided by 2, which is equals to, from the first and second terms we can take out 5k common. So if we take 5k common, we remains with k plus 1. Then from the third and fourth terms we can take out plus 4 common, so we remains with k plus 1 whole divided by 2. Here k plus 1 is there, here also k plus 1 is there, so taking out k plus 1 common, then in the first term we can remains with 5k plus 4 whole divided by 2. So this is the final answer we got. Now let us check this with our previous one, whether we got same or not. Actually we need to get k plus 1 into 5k plus 4 divided by 2. K plus 1 into 5k plus 4 divided by 2. So we got the correct answer. Then we can say that the statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. The statement is true for n equals to k plus 1 by principle of mathematical induction. The formula is true for all n belongs to natural numbers. The question is 1 plus 3 by 1 into 1 plus 5 by 4 into 1 plus 7 by 9 and so on till 1 plus 2n plus 1 divided by n square is equals to n plus 1 whole square. So first step, s of 1 equals to, s of 1 is nothing but sum of the first term. In this case the first one, that is 1 plus 3 divided by 1, which is equals to 1 plus 3 by 1 is nothing but 3. So 1 plus 3 is 4. Now we need to take the RHS. In the formula we need to substitute 1 in the place of n. Okay, here we have formula, right side n plus 1 whole square. So n plus 1 whole square. If n equals to 1, in the place of n substituting 1 plus 1 whole square, which is equals to 2 square. 2 square is nothing but 4. So when we substituted 1 in the place of n, we got 4, and when we found the answer of s of 1, then also we got the 4. So then we can conclude the statement is true for n equals to 1. The statement or formula. The statement is true for n equals to 1. Okay, now second step. This second step is just assumption. Assume that the statement is true for n equals to k. So simply in the formula, wherever we have n, in the place of n we need to substitute k. Let us check the formula once. 1 plus 3 by 1 into 1 plus 5 by 4 into 1 plus 7 by 4, 9 and so on. 1 plus 2n plus 1 divided by n square is there. So in the place of n, substituting k. 1 plus 3 by 1 into 1 plus 5 by 4 and so on into 1 plus 2n plus 1 is there. So 2k plus 1 divided by n square is there. So in the place of n, k square, which is equals to, now observe the RHS. In the RHS we have n plus 1 whole square. In the place of n, substituting k plus 1 whole square. This is second step, and this second step we will use it in the third step again to solve the problem. Okay, now the third step is, we like to show that, or we should show that the formula is true for n equals to k plus 1. That is, to show that, so in the formula wherever we have n, in the place of n we need to substitute n plus 1. Okay, once let me write the formula, that is RHS, if you observe, n plus 1 whole square. Okay, n plus 1 whole square is there. So just I am writing it aside for my remembering. N plus 1 whole square. So now here in the place of n we need to substitute k plus 1. K plus 1 plus 1 whole square, which is nothing but k plus 2 whole square. So this is what exactly we need to prove in the next steps. K plus 2 whole square. So for that I will take the help from the step 2. Here step 2 we have 1 plus 3 by 1 into 1 plus 5 by 4 and so on. 1 plus 2k plus 1 by k square. I'll write that step as it is. 1 plus 3 by 1 into 1 plus 5 by 4 into and so on into 1 plus 2k plus 1 divided by k square. This second step as it is I wrote here. Now into next term we need to create in this. So here if you observe, here 1 only, here also 1 only, so that first number is 1 only every time. So 1 as usual plus. Now next, in every term second numbers if we observe clearly, in the denominators, here it is 1, here it is 4 and continues like that. So this is k square. Now 1 is nothing but 1 square, 4 is nothing but 2 square and so on, it continues like that. So k square is nothing but k square. So from 1 square to 1 square, if you observe only the bases from 1 to 2, it is increased by 1. So for this base also we need to add 1. Then it will become k plus 1 whole square. That will come in the denominator. Next, what about the numerators then? If we observe the numerators clearly, here it is 3, here it is 5 and continuing. So 2 increasing. So for 2k plus 1 also we need to increase 2. So that will become 2k plus 1 plus 3. Okay. Now let us simplify this. Observe the second step. Here the second step we have 1 plus 3 by 1 into 1 plus 5 by 4 and so on into 1 plus 2k plus 1 by whole square is not, sorry, k square is nothing but k plus 1 whole square. So this value is k plus 1 whole square into this one I am writing as it is, that is 1 plus 2k plus 4 divided by k plus 1 whole square. Okay, now k plus 1 whole square, which is outside as it is. I'm sorry. K plus 1 whole square into k plus 1 whole square into 1, k plus 1 whole square plus 2k plus 4 whole divided by k plus 1 whole square. Now here k plus 1 whole square, in the denominator also k plus 1 whole square, both will get cancelled. Then we remains with oh sorry, here I did a mistake here, sorry. From 3 to 5 it is 2 increasing, right? So for 1 also I need to increase only 2, but by mistake I wrote 3 here. Here plus 2 only actually, so that it will become plus 3 then, and then here also same plus 3 it will be, plus 3. Okay, now so we remains with k plus 1 whole square, k plus 1 whole square plus 2k plus 3. So now k plus 1 whole square, if we expand, it is in the form of a plus b whole square. So k square plus 1 plus 2k plus 2k plus 3. K square plus 2k plus 2k, 4k plus 1 plus 3 plus 4. Now if we observe this final step as the answer, k square plus 4k plus, oh sorry, again I did mistake here, I'm sorry, because 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay, now if we observe the answer clearly, k square plus 4k plus 4, it is in the form of k square plus 2 into 2k plus 4 can be written as 2 square. So a square plus 2ab plus b square form, that is nothing but a plus b whole square. So k plus 2 whole square. This is what exactly we got final. Now let us check with our previous step. We need to get k plus 2 whole square. So obviously we got k plus 2 whole square only. So then we can say the statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. The statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. By principle of mathematical induction, the formula is true for all n belongs to natural numbers. The question is 2n plus 7 less than n plus 3 whole square. This we need to prove by using the mathematical induction. So the first step is proving it by taking n equals to 1. If n equals to 1, so left side part I am taking, that is 2n plus 7. In the place of n, substituting 1. So 2 into 1 plus 7. 2 into 1 to 2 plus 7, that is nothing but 9. Now right side part I am going, that is n plus 3 whole square. N plus 3 whole square. Again same, substituting 1 in the place of n. So 1 plus 3 whole square, that is nothing but 4 square. 4 square equals to 16. So here left side we have 9 and right side we have 16. So that we can conclude 9 is less than 16. So this statement is true for n equals to 1. That we will write it. The statement is true for n equals to 1. Now let's move to second step. This second step is nothing but just an assumption. Assume that the statement is true for, assume that the statement is true for n equals to k. Okay, now in the given question, wherever we have k in the place of, n in the place of n, we need to substitute k. Okay, here 2n plus 7 less than n plus 3 whole square is there. So in the place of n, substituting k. 2k plus 7 less than k plus 3 whole square. This is the second step, and this second step we will use it in the third step. Okay, now let's move to the third step. In this third step, we need to prove that the statement is true for n equals to k plus 1 also. We like to show that, or we should show that the statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. That is to show that in the question, wherever we have n, in the place of n, we need to substitute k plus 1. Okay, the given one is 2n plus 7 less than n plus 3 whole square. 2n plus 7 less than n plus 3 whole square. Okay, now here in the place of n, substituting k plus 1. Here also in the place of n, substituting k plus 1. So 2 into n is nothing but k plus 1 plus 7 as it is, less than n is there, so n is nothing but k plus 1 plus 3 as it is, whole square. So now I don't have any work with this. Let us simplify this further still, if any possibility is there. So 2 into k, 2k plus 2 1s are 2 plus 7 less than k plus 1 plus 3 plus 4 whole square. That is 2k plus 2 plus 7 less than k plus 4 whole square is in the form of a plus b whole square. So if we expand it, we get k square plus 8k plus 16. We need to show that this is less than k square plus 8k plus 16. Okay, let us check now. This left side part I am taking. Just I'll interchange the numbers. 2k plus 2 plus 7 is there. I am writing that plus 2 plus 7 as plus 7 plus 2. Okay, now let us move to the step 2 once. In the step 2, we know very well that 2k plus 7 value is less than k plus 3 whole square. So this 2k plus 7 is less than k plus 3 whole square. Here plus 2 is there, so that as it is, less than k plus 3 whole square is nothing but, if we expand, k square plus 6k plus 9 plus 2 as it is. So now this is also less than k square plus 6k as it is, plus 9 plus 2, it is plus 11. Now compare this left side answer as well as the right side part which we have. Here k square plus 6k plus 11 is there. Here k square plus 8k plus 16 is there. So whatever the value, if you substitute in the place of k, always this left side part is smaller than the right side part only. So the statement is true for k n equals to k plus 1. The statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. By the principle of mathematical induction, by the principle of the statement is true for all n belongs to natural numbers. The question is 1 square plus 2 square plus and so on plus n square equals to n square divided by 3. So the first step is s of 1 equals to sum of the first term. Here first term is 1 square. So 1 square is nothing but 1. Next, for the given one, that is n square by 3. Substituting 1 in the place of n. If n equals to 1, n square, 1 square divided by 3. So 1 square by 3, 1 by 3. Now if you observe these answers, here 1 is greater than 1 by 3. So the statement is true for n equals to 1. The statement is true for n equals to 1. Okay, now let's move to the second step. In the second step, simply just we will assume that the statement is true for n equals to k. So wherever we have n, we need to substitute k. Assume that the statement is true for n equals to k. So now if you observe the question once, 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square and so on plus n square. So in the place of n, we need to substitute k. So we get it as 1 square plus 2 square plus and so on plus k square is greater than. Here right side part also we have n square by 3. So in the place of n, substituting k square by 3. This is the second step. Okay, now let us move to the third step. We like to show that it is true for, the statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. For this, I will take the second step, that is 1 square plus 2 square plus and so on plus k square greater than k square by 3. So what I will do, here both sides of the inequality, I will add the next term, that is k plus 1 whole square. Because here 1 to 2 means 1 is increasing, right? So for k also we need to increase it 1, that is k plus 1 plus k plus 1 whole square greater than k square by 3 plus k plus 1 whole square. Oh sorry, it is n cube by 3. I'm sorry. Right side we have n cube by 3. N cube by 3. So this will become 1 cube by 3, nothing but 1 only. Okay, anyway, no problem. Here also we will get k cube by 3. So here also k cube by 3 only. Okay, now I'll go with the only right side part, greater than k cube by 3 plus k plus 1 whole square. If we expand, we will get k square plus 1 plus 2k, which is also greater than. From all the 4 terms, I will take out 1 by 3 common. So if I take out 1 by 3 common, then what we will remains with? K cube plus, here 3 only not there, so that's why we need to write 3k square. Plus here also 3 is not there, so 3 into 1, 3. Plus here also 3 is not there, so 2k into 3, it will become 6k. Okay, next, greater than 1 by 3 into k cube plus 3, I will write it as 1 plus 2 plus 3k square, I will write it as 3 into k square into 1 plus 6k, I will write it as 3k plus 3k. Why I am expanding like this means I need to get, I am trying to get to bring the a plus b whole cube formula, that is a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. So now still I will simplify further. 1 by 3 times k cube as it is plus 1 as it is plus this 2 I will write last, 1 plus as it is 3 into k square into 1 as it is plus here we have 3k, that 3k I will write it as 3 into k into 1 square. So now here we left with 1, 2, that 2 I will write here 2 plus, and here we left with 3k, that 3k also I am writing here. Okay, now if we observe this clearly, except the last two terms, k cube plus 1 plus 3k square into 1 plus 3k into 1 square, it is in the form of a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square, because here 1 also can be written as 1 cube. A cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. So that I can write it as greater than 1 by 3 times k plus 1 whole power 3 plus, now remaining I have 3k plus 2, so I am writing that as it is 3k plus 2. And this 1 by 3 is for the first term as well as for the second term also. So if I expand, I will get it as k plus 1 whole cube by 3 plus 3k plus 2 divided by 3. Greater than symbol as usual. Greater than. So this value is greater than k plus 1 whole cube divided by 3 plus 3k plus 2 by 3. It means this is greater than k plus 1 whole cube divided by 3 also. In the formula we have n cube by 3, right? So in the place of n, obviously we got k plus 1. Okay, so this is true. The statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. The statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. The question is, show that 4 power n minus 3n minus 1 is divisible by 9. So first, in the place of n, let us substitute 1 in the first step. If n equals to 1, so we get 4 power 1 minus 3 into 1 minus 1. 4 power 1 4 minus 3 into 1 3 minus 1. So we get 4 minus 3 minus 1, it is minus 4. So 4 minus 4 is nothing but 0. So 0 divided by 9, it is 0 again. So now I will take n equals to 2. I'll check that also. If n equals to 2, so we get 4 power 2 minus 3 into 2 minus 1, which is equals to 4 square 16 minus 3 2s are 6 minus 1, which is equals to 16 minus 6 minus 1 minus 7. 16 minus 7 is nothing but 9. So obviously this is divisible by 9. So we can say that the statement is true for n equals to 1. The statement is true for n equals to 1. Now let's move to second step. Assume that the statement is true for n equals to k. Simply in the formula, wherever we have n, in the place of n we need to substitute k. So that here we have 4 power n minus 3n minus 1. So in the place of n, if we substitute k, we will get 4 power k minus 3k minus 1. So in this second step, we are just assuming that the statement is true for k also. So that we can say 4 power k minus 3k minus 1 is divisible by 9. Is divisible by 9. So that we can write this as 4 power k minus 3k minus 1 divided by 9. So if 4 power k minus 3k minus 1 is divisible by 9 means definitely leaves some answer. So that answer I am equating it to some constant t. So now this 9, if we take another side, we get 4 power k minus 3k minus 1 equals to 90. This I will use it in the next steps. Okay, now let us move to the third step. We like to show that the statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. That is, in the question, wherever we have n in the place of n, we need to substitute k plus 1. The question is, we have 4 power n minus 3n minus 1. So here in the place of n, we need to substitute k plus 1. Here also we need to substitute k plus 1. Let us check now. 4 power k plus 1 minus 3 into k plus 1 minus 1. I don't have any work with this now. So let us simplify this further. 4 power k plus 1 we cannot simplify further, so as it is, minus 3 into k, 3k, plus 3 into 1, 3, minus 1 as it is. Four power k plus 1 as it is, minus into 3k, minus 3k, minus into 3, minus 3, minus 1 as it is. So we get 4 power k plus 1 minus 3k minus 3 minus 1, it is minus 4. So this is exactly what we need to show. Okay, now let us move to the answer. In the second step, we have 4 power k minus 3k minus 1 equals to 90. That I will take. 4 power k minus 3k minus 1 equals to 90. So now what I will do is, I'll take this minus 3k to another side as well as minus 1 also to another side. So we get 4 power k equals to 90, minus 3k will become plus 3k, minus 1 will become plus 1. Now what we need to prove, that if we observe clearly, 4 power k plus 1 is there, but here we have 4 power k. So still, to make it 4 power k plus 1, 4 k power k plus 1 is nothing but 4 power k into 4. So this multiplied by 4 is necessary. So for the total equation, I will multiply by 4. Multiplying by 4. So we get 4 power k into 4 is equals to 90 into 4 plus 3k into 4 plus 1 into 4. So whenever we are multiplying an equation, we need to multiply each and every term. So that's what I did here. Okay, now let us simplify this. 4 power k into 4 power 1, both the bases are same, so power should be added. 4 power k plus 1 equals to 90 into 4 plus 3k into 4, 12k, plus 4 ones are 4. Because we need to show that it is divisible by 9. In this term already 9 is there, so that's why I am not simplifying that one. I'll just left it like that. Okay, now we need to prove that 4 power k plus 1 minus 3k minus 4. Here 4 power k plus 1 is there, but still we need minus 3k minus 4. So add minus 3k minus 4, sorry, minus 3k minus 4 both sides of the equation. So we get it as 4 power k plus 1 minus 3k minus 4 equals to 90 into 4 plus 12k plus 4 minus 3k minus 4. Whenever we are doing addition or subtraction for any equation, we need to write just only once. So that's why I wrote it only once, minus 3k minus 4. Okay, now let us simplify this. Now I don't have any work with this LHS, so just I'll keep the LHS as it is. 4 power k plus 1 minus 3k minus 4, which is equals to 90 into 4. I won't do anything, just I'll keep it like that only. Next, plus 12k minus 3k, it will become plus 9k, plus 4 minus 4 cancel. So now I don't have any work with the LHS, so I'm going with the RHS now. In the first term as well as in the second term we have 9, so I will take out that 9 common. Then here 9 already completed, then remains with 40, plus here already 9 completed, so remains with k. So if I take out 9 common, then it remains with 40 plus k. Now here easily we can see that this 9 is there, so it means we can say that it is divisible by 9. So the statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. The statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. So by principle of mathematical induction, the given statement is true for all n belongs to capital N. Show that 3 into 5 power 2n plus 1 plus 2 power 3n plus 1 is divisible by 17. Okay, the first step is if n equals to 1. So wherever in the question n is there, in the place of n we need to substitute 1. So we get 3 into 5 power 2 into 1 plus 1 plus 2 power 3 into 1 plus 1. So we get 3 into 5 power 2 into 1 2 plus 1 plus 2 power 3 into 1 3 plus 1. So we get 3 into 5 power 2 plus 1 3 plus 2 power 3 plus 1 4. So still if we simplify this further, we get 3 into 5 cube 125 plus 2 power 4 16. So which is equals to 3 into 125 375 plus 16, which is nothing but 391. Yes, 391 is divisible by 17. So the statement is true for n equals to 1. Next, second step, assume that the statement is true for n equals to k. Assume that the statement is true for n equals to k. So simply in the place of n we need to substitute k. So we will get 3 into 5 power 2k plus 1 plus 2 power 3k plus 1. So simply wherever I have n, in the place of n I substituted k. 3 into 5 power 2k plus 1 plus 2 power 3k plus 1. So now we assumed that this statement is true for n equals to k also. So it means this is also divisible by 17. Then if it is divisible by 17, then definitely it gives some answer. That answer I am writing with some constant t. Then take this 17 to another side, it will become multiplication. So we will get the step as 3 times 5 power 2k plus 1 plus 2 power 3k plus 1 is equals to 17t. This is second step. Now let us move to the third step. In the third step, we need to show that the statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. We should show that the statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. That is to show that in the given question, wherever we have n, in the place of n, we need to substitute k plus 1. Okay, now let us check the question once. 3 into 5 power 2n plus 1 plus 2 power 3n plus 1. So I will write it here as it is. The formula we have is 3 into 5 power 2n plus 1 plus 2 power 3n plus 1. So in this given statement, wherever we have n, simply we need to substitute k plus 1. So here n is there in the place of n, k plus 1. Here also n is there in the place of n, k plus 1. Okay, let us check now. 3 into 5 power 2n is there. So 2 into k plus 1 as it is, plus 2 power 3n is there. So 3 into k plus 1 as it is. So if we remove this completely, so now if we simplify this, 3 into 5 power 2 into k, 2k, plus 2 into 1 plus 2 plus 1 as it is, plus 2 power 3 into k, 3k, plus 3 ones are 3 plus 1, plus 1. Okay, now let us simplify still further. 3 into 5 power 2k plus 2 plus 1, it is plus 3, plus 2 power 3k plus 3 plus 1 plus 4. So this is what exactly we need to show. Okay, now to show this, I will take the last step in the second step. In the second step, this is the one we have 3 into 5 power 2k plus 1 plus 2 power 3k plus 1 equals to 17t. I will take that one. 3 into 5 power 2k plus 1 plus 2 power 3k plus 1 equals to 17t. So now what I will do, I will take this total to the right side, then it will become minus. So we get 3 into 5 power 2k plus 1 equals to 17t minus 2 power 3k plus 1. So now if we observe what we need to get, here we have 3 into 5 power 2k plus 3, but here we have plus 1 only. So to make it plus 3, we need to multiply this with 5 square, multiplying by 5 square. So left side 3 into 5 power 2k plus 1 into 5 square, which is equals to 17t into 5 square minus 2 power 3k plus 1 into 5 square. So whenever we are multiplying the equation both the sides, we need to multiply each and every term compulsory. Okay, now what we will get then? 3 into 5 power, here 2k plus 1, here power 2. Both the bases are same, so the powers should be added. So we get it as 2k plus 1 plus 2. That is equals to, I am not going to do anything with the RHS, I will keep it as it is. 17t into 5 square minus 2 power 3k plus 1 into 5 square. Okay, now if you observe the left side, 3 into 5 power 2k plus 1 plus 2, it is plus 3, is equals to 17t minus 5 square minus 2 power 3k plus 1 into 5 square. Now observe what we need to get. 3 into 5 power 2k plus 3, we already have that one, plus 2 power 3k plus 4. So this 2 power 3k plus 4 we don't have, so that's why let us add that term. Adding 2 power 3k plus 4. So it will become 3 into 5 power 2k plus 3 plus 2 power 3k plus 4 is equals to 17t into 5 square minus 2 power 3k plus 1 into 5 square plus 2 power 3k plus 1. So whenever we are adding the terms, we need to add it only once. That is the reason I added only at the end of the total RHS. Okay, now This is the LHS which we need to get, so I got it already. So now I don't have any work with this LHS, so only I could concentrate on the RHS now. Okay, now in the RHS, first term I will write it as it is, 17t into 5 square minus 2 power 3k plus 1 into 5 square plus this last term 2 power 3k plus 4. I will write that as 2 power 3k plus 1 into 2 power 3, because these two bases are same. So if they add the powers 3k plus 1 plus 3, it will become as it is 3k plus 4 only. Then why I am separating it like this only means, here we have 2 power 3k plus 1. So here also if we have 2 power 3k plus 1, then we can take out common. So that's why I did it like that. So now 17t into 5 square as it is. From the second term as well as from the third term, I will take out minus 2 power 3k plus 1 common. Then v remains with here 5 square. Here plus is there, but I took minus common. So minus 2 power 3. So we get 17t into 5 square as it is minus 2 power 3k plus 1 into 5 square is 25 minus 2 cube is 8. So which is equals to 17t into 5 square minus 2 power 3k plus 1 into 25 minus 18, it is 17. So now if we observe the two terms clearly, in this first term also we have number 17 and in the second term also we have number 17. So take out 17 common. Then v remains with here t into 5 square, otherwise simply 25t because 5 square is 25 minus 17 completed. So 2 power 3k plus 1. So here we have 17, then we can conclude that this is divisible by 17. So the statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. The statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. So by the principle of mathematical induction, by the principle of mathematical induction, the given statement or formula is true for all n belongs to natural numbers. The question is, show that 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4 plus 3 into 4 into 5 and so on up to n terms is equals to n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 whole divided by 4. So in this given question, nth term is not given. So first we need to find out the nth term. I am going to find the nth term. First number is 1, then 2, then 3. Now if we observe how much difference is there in between these numbers, from 1 to 2 1 is the difference, from 2 to 3 also 1 is the difference. So here the common difference is same. So I can say the first numbers 1 2 3 and so on, those are in AP. So by using the nth term of AP, I am going to find the nth term. So nth term of AP is nothing but an equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So a is nothing but the first term. Here first number is 1 plus n we don't know, n minus 1 into d, common difference. Here second number is 2 and first number is 1. 2 minus 1, it is 1. So which is equals to 1 plus n minus 1 into 1, nothing but n minus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled, then we remains with n. Next, the same way for second numbers. Here second number 2, here second number 3 and here second number 4. So if you observe those numbers also, from 2 to 3 it is 1 difference and from 3 to 4 also 1 difference. So the common difference is same. So this is also GP only. So same, this one also I am going to substitute in this formula only, that is a plus n minus 1 into d. A is nothing but first term. Here first term is 2 plus n we don't know, common difference. Here second term is 3 and first term is 2. So 3 minus 2, 1. So which is equals to 2 plus n minus 1 into 1, n minus 1, which is equals to n 2 minus 1, 1. So n plus 1. Now let us check for third numbers. Here third term is 3, here third term is 4, here third term is 5. So from 3 to 4 1 is the different, and from 4 to 5 also 1 is the different. So here also common difference is same. So this is also AP. Then find out the nth term. An equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. A is nothing but 3 plus n minus 1 into common difference is 1. So if we simplify, 3 plus n minus 1 into 1, n minus 1, then n 3 minus 1, it is 2. So the nth term V is n into n plus 1 into n plus 2. So I will change the question now. 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4. 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4 plus and so on, plus here we got the nth term as n into n plus 1 into n plus 2. N into n plus 1 into n plus 2, which is equals to the right side anyway he only gave in the question, that is n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3, that divided by 4. I'll write that as it is, which is nothing but n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 whole divided by 4. So just by some modification I wrote the same question as it is now. Okay, now first step, s of 1. S of 1 equals to, s of 1 is nothing but sum of the first term. Here first term is 1 into 2 into 3. So 1 into 2 into 3 equals to 1 into 2 into 3, that is nothing but 6. Now take the RHS, that is n into n plus 1 into, sorry here n plus 2 is missing, n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 whole divided by 4. Now in the place of n we need to substitute 1. So 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 3 whole divided by 4, which is equals to 1 into 1 plus 1 2 into 1 plus 2 3 into 1 plus 3 4 whole divided by 4. So here 4 will get cancelled, then we remains with 2 3s are 6. Now if we observe this answer as well as s of 1, both the answers are same, so that we can say the statement is true for n equals to 1. The statement is true for n equals to 1. Okay, next, second step. Assume that the statement is true for n equals to k. So now in the question, wherever we have n, in the place of n we need to substitute k. Okay, let us check now. We have 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4 plus and so on, n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 is there. So in the place of n substituting k, we get k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 is equals to, then if we observe the right side we have n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 whole divided by 4. So if we substitute k in the place of n, we get k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 whole divided by 4. This is the second step. Now let us move to the third step. In the third step, we like to show that the statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. That is to show that, just simply in the place of n we need to substitute k plus 1. Okay, here if you observe the RHS, n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 whole divided by 4. That RHS I'll write it here just as a rough. N into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 whole divided by 4. So now in the place of n we need to substitute k plus 1, here also k plus 1, here also k plus 1, here also k plus 1. Let us substitute now. First n is there, so k plus 1 into n plus 1 k plus 1 plus 1 into n plus 2 k plus 2 plus, sorry, k plus 1 plus 2, k plus 1 plus 2 into n plus 3 k plus 1 plus 3 whole divided by 4. Let us simplify this. K plus 1 as it is into k plus 1 plus 1 k plus 2 k plus 1 plus 2 k plus 3 k plus 1 plus 3 k plus 4 whole divided by 4. So this is what exactly we need to show. Okay, now let us move to our main solution. From the second step we will get 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4 plus and so on till k into k plus 1 into k plus 2. 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4 plus and so on plus k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 plus we need to create the next term now. If we observe the first number in every term, 1, 2, then 3, then goes like that. So just we are adding 1. So here also for the first one we need to add 1, then it will become k plus 1 into, from 2 to 3 1 is adding, so for k plus 1 here also we need to add plus 1 again, k plus 1 plus 1 into, same for k plus 2 also we need to add plus 1. So now if we simplify this, from the step 2 we will get to know the value of this one, that is k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 whole divided by 4. That I'll substitute it here. K into k plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 whole divided by 4 plus here one more term is missing, that we write it here, k plus 1 as it is into k plus 1 plus 1 k plus 2 k plus 2 plus 1 k plus 3. Okay, now let us simplify from here onwards. K into k plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 plus this 4 multiply with this one, 4 into k plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 whole divided by 4. Okay, now if we observe this, in the total first term as well as in the total second term, k plus 1 is there, k plus 2 is there, k plus 3 is there. So I will take k plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 total common, then here we remains with k plus here we remains with 4 whole divided by 4. This is the final answer which we got. Let us check this with the previous step which we need to get. Okay, this is the actual answer which we need to get, that is k plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 into k plus 4 whole divided by 4. K plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 into k plus 4 whole divided by 4. Okay, the statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. The statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. So by the principle of mathematical induction, the statement is true for all n belongs to natural numbers. show that 1 cube by 1 plus 1 cube plus 2 cube by 1 plus 3 plus and so on is equals to n by 24 into 2n square plus 9n plus 13. So here general term or nth term is not given. So first let us find the nth term of this given question. So separately I will go with numerator as well as denominator. First let us check the numerators. Here 1 cube plus 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus and so on it goes. Then what about the last term? Last term will be 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube plus and so on plus n cube. So this n cube formula we want. 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube and so on till n cube. Sum of the cubes of the first n natural numbers. So what is the formula for that? N square into n plus 1 whole square divided by 4. That will be our nth term of the numerator. Sum of the cubes of the first n terms, that is n square into n plus 1 whole square divided by 4. Now let us move to the denominators. Here if you observe the denominators clearly, first one is 1, then second one will become 1 plus 3, then next one will become 1 plus 3 plus 5, then next will become 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7, then like that only it continues. So we need to get 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus and so on 2n minus 1. So 2n minus 1, it is the formula for sum of the odd numbers of first n natural numbers. Sum of the first n odd naturals is n square. So the denominator will become n square. Just we are finding the nth term only because that is not given in the question. Whole divided by denominator is n square. So this will come down again as usual. So now the nth term will become n square into n plus 1 whole square divided by 4 into n square. It is 4n square. So now for this given nth term, we need to find out the sum. So if we find out that, so first let us do simplification. Here n square will get cancelled. Then finally we remains with n plus 1 whole square divided by 4. So now this also I will simplify. N plus 1 whole square can be written as n square plus 1 plus dn divided by 4. This is the general term or nth term. Now for this apply the sum. Summation or sigma n equals to 1 to n square plus 1 plus 2n whole divided by 4. Now here in the denominator we have 4, that I will take it outside. So we get 1 by 4 sigma n equals to 1 to n square plus 2n plus 1. Just I am writing it in order. Now 1 by 4 is for the total number. That's I will write it here also. Now I will separate 1 by 1. Sigma n equals to 1 to n square plus sigma n equals to 1 to n 2n plus sigma n equals to 1 to n 1. Now here outside we have 1 by 4, that 1 by 4 as it is, into sigma n equals to 1 to n square plus here second term we have sigma n equals to 1 to n 2n. So that number 2 will come outside because we don't have any work with that number 2. That will come and we will take it out. So 2 will come outside. 2 into sigma n equals to 1 to n now. Only n will remain because 2 we took outside. N plus sigma n equals to 1 to n 1. Okay, now for this let us substitute the formulas. 1 by 4 as it is into sigma n equals to 1 n square. What is n square formula? Sum of the squares of the first n numbers, that is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 whole divided by 6 plus 2 into sigma n equals to 1 to n first n natural number sum, that is n into n plus 1 divided by 2, plus sigma n equals to 1 to n 1, nothing but n, because it is extended till n, so as it is n. Close the bracket. Now if you observe here, 2 we can cancel, so then I continue this 1 by 4 into n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 whole divided by 6 plus n into n plus 1 plus n. I'll open the brackets completely. 1 by 4 into n into n square plus n ones are n into 2n plus 1 plus 6 into this total. 6 into n plus 1 plus 6 into n, 6n whole divided by 6. Now let us still simplify this. 1 by 4 into n square into 2n cube plus n square into 1 n square plus n into 2n square plus n into 1 n plus 6n into n 6n square plus 6 into 1 6 plus 6n as it is whole divided by 6. One by 4 as it is into, here cubed number only 1 is there, so 2n cube as it is, plus add all the square numbers, n square plus 2n square 3n square, 3n square plus 6n square 9n square, plus add all the n's, n, oh sorry, 6n into 1 is 6n, right? Okay, n plus 6n 7n, 7n plus 6n 13n whole divided by 6. So now in this n is there, in this also n is there, in this also n is there, so I will take out n common. Then if I take out n common, we remains with 2n square plus 9n plus 13 whole divided by here denominator 4 6 24, hence proved. This is only what exactly he is asking to prove, so we got it. The question is show that 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 square plus and so on equals to n into n plus 1 whole square into n plus 2 whole divided by 12. So in this question they didn't given the nth term, so our first duty is to find the nth term. Let us check 1 square plus 2 square, 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. The next will be 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square and so on. Then what will be the last term or nth term? The nth term will be 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square and so on till plus n square. This will become our nth term or general term. Now this nth square, if we nth term, if we observe clearly, this is sum of the squares of the first natural numbers. So the formula will be n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. This is the formula for the nth term. Now for the same nth term we need to apply the summation. Sigma n equals to 1 to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 whole divided by 6. Here in the denominator 6 is there, so bring it outside. We get 1 by 6 summation n equals to 1 to n. Let us multiply. N into n square plus n into 1 n times 2n plus 1. 1 by 6 sigma n equals to 1 to n. This also we need to multiply. N square into 2n, 2n cube plus n square into 1 n square plus n into 2n square, sorry 2n square plus n into 1 n. So we get 1 by 6 sigma n equals to 1 to n, cube 1 only 1 is there, so 2n cube plus n square plus 2n square, it will become 3n square plus n. Now let us separate it. 1 by 6 is applicable for all, so sigma n equals to 1 to n 2n cube plus sigma n equals to 1 to n 3n square plus sigma n equals to 1 to n n. Now whatever the numbers are there, those all will come outside. So 1 by 6 as it is into 2 times sigma n equals to 1 to n cube plus 3 into sigma n equals to 1 to n square plus sigma n equals to 1 to n into n. Now let us apply the formulas for that. 1 by 6 as it is into 2 into sigma n equals to 1 to n cube, that is sum of the cubes of first natural numbers. Formula is n square into n plus 1 whole square divided by 4 plus 3 into sigma n equals to 1 to n square formula n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 whole divided by 6 plus sigma n equals to 1 to n sum of the first n natural numbers n into n plus 1 whole divided by 2. So this exactly what we need to simplify now. 2 1s are 2 2s are 3 1s are 3 2s are. So now if you observe clearly, all the denominators are 2 only. So all the denominators are same. Then we can add the numerators. 1 by 6 into n square into n plus 1 whole square. N square into n plus 1 whole square plus n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 plus n into n plus 1 whole divided by 2. Now let us simplify this. Now here n into n plus 1 is there, here also n into n plus 1 is there, here also n into n plus 1 is there. So from the total numerator I will take out n into n plus 1 common. Then here n square is there, n completed, so one more n will remain. Here n plus 1 whole square is there, one n plus 1 completed, so remaining will be one more n plus 1 plus here n into n plus 1 completed, then remaining is 2n plus 1 plus here total n into n plus 1 completed, then remains with 1 whole divided by here 6, here 2, 6 2s are 12. Okay, now the numerator if we simplify, n into n plus 1 into n square plus n into 1 n plus 2n plus 1 plus 1 whole divided by 12. Let us simplify this further. N into n plus 1 into n square plus n plus 2n, it is 3n plus 1 plus 1 2 whole divided by 12. Now first one n as it is into n plus 1 also as it is into this n square plus 3n plus 2, I will simplify by using splitting middle term into two terms. N square plus 3n can be written as 2n plus n plus 2 whole divided by 12. N into n plus 1 into, from the first two terms n square and 2n I will take n common, then we remains with n plus 2 plus from the third and fourth terms I will take out 1 common, then we remains with n plus 2 whole divided by 12. Outside n into n plus 1 as it is. Here n plus 2 is there, so take out n plus 2 common, then we remains with n plus 1 whole divided by 12. Now finally if we simplify this, n into n plus 1, here n plus 1 into n plus 1, n plus 1 is there 2 times, so 2 n plus 1 whole square into n plus 2 whole divided by 12. So hence proved. This is what exactly we need to prove, and we got that one. N into n plus 1 whole square into n plus 2 whole divided by 12. Till now, if you didn't subscribe to my channel, subscribe for more videos. Thank you.